Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:37 hours on Saturday, March 22nd, 2014. We're hanging out with Doogie, who just left. We were hanging out with Doogie, and Batman distracted him with something shiny. There he is. What you doing, G?
Replacing the power steering pump on Josh's car.
Yeah? You should change the combination on his door lock while you're at it. Just for kicks. See if he notices. I bet he does.
His wife loves it.
You're replacing the power steering pump and you had to take the wheel off to do that?
Yep, you have to take the wheel off to undo the clips to the splash shield so you can get a damn wrench in there to undo the accessory belt. It's Ford quality, man.
That's great. So the power steering pump is where? I don't see a power steering pump.
It's
on the other side of the splash shield. Oh, it's way up there?
Yeah, if you look, this is the reservoir.
Okay.
It's under the reservoir.
Oh, God. Oh, that
Balls deep in
sucks.
there. Yep.
Oh, man, that's a job. All right. Let's make the rounds and see who's doing what.
Hello.
Hello, hang on. I think I screwed it up.
Yeah, I just think I drilled too deep on my blank. So I want to check to see how much chamfer is there. It only should be a little bit. So if we got a drill that's close to 334, then I can at least set it down there and give it a look.
I guess we're started on the wall.
Hey, Casey.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Drilling a flat in the bottom of my cap.
Oh, okay.
Not drilling, milling a flat in the bottom of my cap.
You really like doing lathe work on the mill, don't you?
I do, yes.
Why are you doing that on this machine?
Yeah, because we're going 2 inches deep.
Okay.
And we've got a 3/4 inch bore.
Okay.
Okay, and I need it to be exactly flat across the bottom.
My lathe ain't that flat?
No,
I thought our lathe was that flat.
It's a matter of tools.
Oh, okay. We don't have the tooling to do that on the lathe?
Right.
Okay.
The boring bar I have in there is real thick. Okay?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to go to the center line, I would hit the backside of the tool up against my bore. I have smaller diameter tools, but they're steel shank, and they'll just sticking out that far.
It's just going to end bad.
Just gonna
Okay.
flop around. So we're doing this because
It makes sense. I figured you had a reason. I couldn't understand what it was. But tooling.
Yes.
Tooling. Okay. I'm with you.
Good.
It's cool. I'm going to go poke Lois and see what she's doing. TJ's here. What's he hard at work on? He's learning about MasterCam. See? I'm stalking you. I'm just stalking you on the internet.
Well, I'm trying, but...
Moose,
Yes.
you got laser beams and a Next engine.
I am laser scanning.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
It is absolutely cool.
You got your window's broken
I know
there.
that.
This is a Next engine 3D scanner HD. And we're doing just initial first day experimentation with it?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see all of the things I have scanned so far.
Okay.
That is the entire collection.
But you're learning.
I'm learning.
Okay.
Initial results are very positive.
Excellent.
Hopefully I'll figure out how to use it.
Okay. What do you got going on?
I have a girl here who wants to volunteer for school,
Okay.
and I'm trying to. She has a form that she needs.
How old is she?
printed off. She's like 19,
Okay.
20, under
Okay.
21.
Okay.
So-
But she's over 16, so
Yes.
insurance is cool.
Yes, so
Um,
she's got the volunteer form filled out.
Have her talk to Moose.
Okay. She's going. I told her to go on the tour first,
Okay.
and then.
You want to get Moose? Any luck on the power steering pump from hell?
Well, it said remove 6 plastic clips, right?
All right. Did
I'm
it
at
tell
like
you which
8.
6? Oh, you're like 8?
So I got 4.
Well, you only had to take 6 out.
Right.
It's just not going to tell you which 6.
Well, there's
And there's 2 that if you take them out, the car will never go back together again.
I think I found those 2.
Okay.
But there's this splash shield, and then there's this splash shield, which is the one I need to remove. But the other 2 clips are behind this splash shield. And I can't just do like the reach around because the splash shield goes down and under, so I have to take it completely freaking out to get to the other 2 clips.
You're having a fun day.
It's gonna be a fun day.
Oh, man. Batman's off getting gas for the pressure washer, so that's happening. Patrick's doing the tour, and it's a relatively light tour today, which is cool. Minkus is supposed to be here anytime. And we're going to start on pressure washing once he gets here. What? You following me? You're like stalking me. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, Patrick's on a tour right now.
Water meters. Don't know if we still have any of the parts to any of those, but hi, Chris.
Hi.
So we use it to take things apart to show people how it works. The water meter, for example, that simple little thing that the city uses to tell you how many gallons you're drinking of. We took one apart. It's already up on the internet where it shows the inner workings of, it's basically a pump in reverse that as it spins around, it turns a magnet, it moves a decade counter. It's something that you normally don't have the opportunity to rip apart.
There's no viewer mail. I was just checking.
Okay, not a problem.
Because it's like 15 minutes to viewer mail.
Okay, not a problem, Chris. So,
He talks to me like I'm mildly retarded or geriatric or something. No problem, Chris. Just, it's all right, Dad. We understand. You'll be okay. Fuck are my batteries? Now I am getting mildly retarded. I thought I brought them down for that. It's gonna fly on my lunch hour. As I planned. I didn't get to fly yesterday. That's just sad.
No, she's just really new at it. She just transferred to Kindle. So she's kind of not.
Kicking it. You don't have a pair of the pretty diamond tears. You gotta know what that is. Please, we can make you pretty. You can be pretty, isn't that great? You can be pretty.
Did you ever get that helicopter flag?
I have not. I put it on to charge and I haven't flown it yet. It kind of scares me, but I'll check that out today. Where the hell did we put it? It was in here charging, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I thought we plugged it into something. Yeah, it was right. It's right here. We plugged it into USB to charge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta check that out later. I'll get video of that. All right, I'll be back. Looking good. Looking real good. I'm digging it. March it right on down. Go as far as you can. And next that Monday, we're going to start painting. So by the end of the day, today, we're going to have mastering down on there. But this tarp, just cover the floor in tarp. We'll get the scaffolding down here. We're going to start in that corner. And the only thing we're going to spray paint is see the line where the blue is. Everything above that line, up on top there, is going to go white. So the whole ceiling and the upper like 2.5, 3 feet of wall. Over here it's even less. Okay, but that line all the way around, everything above that we're going to spray paint white. So that's the staffing work. And it's $100 a day to rent a paint sprayer. So as fast as we can do that, we're going. Boom, 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 boom. We'll do as much as we can. Yep. And it doesn't matter if the floor is clean or not for that. I'm not going to sweat it. Because we can clean the floor like what we're doing right after we paint. But once we paint, we can't pressure wash in here for 3 weeks. Because we got to let it not just dry, but cure it. Yeah. This is night and day. That's beautiful.
I have a feeling we should probably be able to get all the way down to where everything is and at least around here. So the only thing that might be left is that little bit.
Well, what I'm thinking is, we clean everything, and we can island in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Or way off to the side. We gotta move all that stuff. We're gonna have to paint over it. No matter where we put it, we gotta paint over it.
Yeah.
But what we might do is paint all this to a point, and then we'll move it all, and then we'll paint it on the other side. So that might be the way to do it.
We can get it to a point where, like I said, just that pretty much needs to be done.
Yeah.
And there's that small spot that needs to be done in a matter of a couple hours.
That's not so bad. Cool.
That's Jared, by the way.
I've met him.
know
He's
Jared.
cool.
Yeah.
Jared's rock star.
He's not afraid to get dirty.
That's a feature.
And if you notice, I'm keeping the meeting pretty trustworthy.
Yeah. You can blast off the paint. You're gonna have to. Parts of it is gonna get sanded and clean. Like back here. This is. I don't want it rusty. I don't mind it looking like that, but I don't want it covered in rust. So we'll blast it off and paint it.
Okay.
We might just have to replace the entire stage. I don't know. We'll see. Keep rocking, sir.
Will do.
Thank you.
For all of those who are showing up a little bit late, this is the make. I'm used to it, seriously. I've had people show up at the end for the Q&A, and that was about it. So this is the MDH, or the main demonstration hall. It's where we hold some of our larger equipment that we can't quite fit anywhere else. Behind you, we have 3 different CNC machines. Unfortunately, you missed that part of the tour. You'll have to be here next week on time, 12:30. Now you know. So
I feel you, man. I understand.
ladies and gentlemen, Chris Boden, president of the Geek Group.
Hi.
You'll all have an opportunity to ask him almost any embarrassing question you can think of.
After this, we do a Q&A, so everybody think of a really good question. Can be anything at all about the Geek Group or pretty much whatever, but surprise me.
Surprise. You'd be surprised. So, some of the other things we have here. We have Doogie, for example, who's working on somebody's car.
He's making that smell again.
Doogie, I'm putting you on the spot. What you doing?
I'm changing the power steering pump in this Ford Fusion today. The guy that owns it was trying to get out of a snowbank, and he held the steering wheel all the way to full lock one way. It's never a good idea to hold the steering wheel as hard as you can one direction or the other because it loads the power steering pump hard, and he actually blew the shaft seal out of the power steering pump. And on this particular Ford, it really sucks to get to because it's buried in the back, so...
The power steering pump is actually under here.
Yeah, you can't get
because
to it from the top or the
engineering.
bottom. You gotta kind of go to the side.
Doogie here is in charge of our vehicular science lab. So what else do we have available? Well, everywhere from an automotive place where transmission is being worked on to a world record-holding electric car. Now, for all the young ones here, or those just young at heart, the reason it holds the world record is because this unassuming Chevy pickup truck underwent full electric conversion by a 15-year-old kid. The youngest person to ever do a full electric conversion. Age doesn't matter at peak. Now, obviously, employers exist. You still have to have you as a parent if you're,
How you doing? Hey, you're cutting stuff on the lake. You remember how to use this.
you want to better yourself.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm making the plugs that we use.
So you're doing first step here. If you had the right tooling, that'd be done in one.
Yeah.
That's the holy grail, man. Green button, done in one.
Yep.
It's my favorite thing. Makes me tingle all over.
But we're okay.
It's getting there. You're making parts, man. You're making parts. That's what matters.
So that's a fun project that we're working on. Thanks to a generous individual who donated the car with the specific intent that we turn it into an electric. So that's what we're going to do. So some of the more practical, full automotive points. So if you need to get underneath your car to work on something, or if you just need jack stands to be able to get up underneath it, we can help you out with that too. It's really cool to see the shock wave go out.
You just got here. You got nobody schedules a meeting for 9:01. You don't jump out of bed and vacuum. You take a moment. Rather than the moment. Normally for this kind of thing, you'd have a podium and there'd be poise and prestige. But I ain't that kind of guy. So let's hang out. All right, now we have our groove. We're there. What do you want?
I was just wondering what inspired the beat to become what it is.
It just never happened. I never set out to say, I want to build a multinational nonprofit corporation and inspire young minds to greatness. I wanted to play drums in a jazz band and run a recording studio. That's my thing. I'm a drummer from way back. And I was living out of Grand Valley. Some of my weirdo friends and I would get together. I like to build cool stuff. I'm a nerd. It's what we do. I like to build cool stuff. And because I'm a geek, I'm really passionate about that. I get amazingly enthusiastic about camera lenses and electronic cigarettes and model helicopters and stuff. Geek things. And I like to share that with people. And it turns out, people love a free show. And man, I'm your guy. So we started out in Grand Valley and we took, we were digging old, the seats they have in bus stations where it's like a T-bar and a T-bar and a bar, and there's like 5 seats on it? We dug a couple of those out of the dumpster. And like a handful of old bicycles. And we took all that tubing and we welded it up over at Luke's barn, and we made the absolute worst designed tricycle in the history of the world. It had a bike wheel on the back, a bike wheel on the side. It was like 6, 8 feet wide. It was like 10, 12 feet long. And we had one bus station seat, a plastic cracked seat. You put your feet up like this and you steered with a rope. We had the old 10-speed bike handlebars that went like that with a curl? We had a piece of rope hooked up and you could steer with that. There was no brakes. There was steering with a rope. And so we said, okay, what's the best way to power this? Because we couldn't figure out how to make pedals and crap work, because that live axle and all. So we went to Young's Army Navy Surplus out of South Division, and we bought a parachute. Problem was, because lawyers, they won't sell you a whole parachute, they sell you half a parachute. They take the circle and they cut it in half. So, being rugged manly that we were, we sewed it. We didn't have needles and thread and sewing stuff, but we had Cat 5 cable. So we just hooked it together, and we took one strand of Cat 5, and then we just poked it through the nylon all the way down. And if you take a circle, and you cut it in half, you end up with a cone, right? This was in like 1994, so we named it Madonna 1. So we took the parachute, and I had a rock climbing harness, because I used to climb radio towers for a living, change light bulbs. And we put the rock climbing harness on, we took all the lines from the parachute, we put that through a figure 8. This is Grand Valley, which is the bottom of the Grand River Valley. So it's windy as hell all the time. Well, we're on a bicycle that you steer with a rope with no brakes and like 8, 10-foot parachute. And you're trying to steer, and you steer with one hand and the whole thing with the other hand, and oh shit, there's a tree. And it was fun. And a lot of people saw us bouncing because it was just this flat, it was a triangle, but it was flat. There was no vertical supports. So the whole thing got over the six up. And you're on the stage, and it's like, oh, it's great. Every man, how I lived through that summer, I don't know, we had more fun. And everybody wanted to see this. And people got to be like, wow, I want to hang with them. They're crazy. Somebody's going to get hurt. I want to see blood. And it just grew. And we got into building Tesla coils, and now people want to see the lightning. And we'd take all this laboratory apparatus and set it up in the middle of the city park, or a parking ramp. And people would just show up, because there's all this noise, and there's a crowd, and if you have a crowd, you're going to get a bigger crowd. When the tour did it. And it just grew. Because out there in the world, there's a different set of rules. Look around this building. We're all the guys that got beat up in homecoming. We're all the guys that look different, or talk funny, or dress funny, or smell funny, or whatever, but we're different.
All the above.
And he's a lawyer. And I grew up in the era of be cool. And it bothered me. And this was growing more and more and more. More and more people were getting involved. And I started to see that this could be more than just a hackerspace, that this could be an agent for cultural change if we could get enough people involved. So we started making videos. Now we made a video with a little $300 camera like that, and just, hey, this is the thing I did today. And we're doing this esoteric stuff with Tesla coils, and there's like, the number of people in the state of Michigan who build Tesla coils, you can count on your fingers. There's 1,500 guys on Earth that do this at even the hobby level. And the number of people to do it at the level that we do with, 6-digit power factors and stuff like that, there's like 5 guys on Earth that are doing this. So I didn't expect anybody to really want to watch the video. We made the video for one of the guys in the lab. He was out of town. We're like, hey, can you figure this thing out? It got 1.5 million hits. And it's like, turns out there's people out there that want to know about this stuff. And it just evolved. It wasn't like I set out to do it. It was, the idea that really fused it all together was, let's make a place where it's okay to be different, where it's okay to be smart, where smart can be cool, and let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate our unreasonable passion for the miracles that make the world work. Because if you're in a room full of smart people right now, there's a room full of smart people. I take all you guys together, we go out in the woods. You take a backpack, you have no technology, you just get like a hatchet. How long till you can send an email? You have a problem. We live in a world that is built on science, technology, engineering, and math. Where nobody knows anything about science, technology, engineering, and math. And there's a whole world of like really awesome stuff going on. And nobody knows how it works. You use the internet all the time. I'll bet all the money in my pocket against all the money in your pocket. You cannot give me a detailed breakdown of the OSI layer and the basics of internet protocol and transmission protocol. Because normal people, it's magic. It's not. It's just stuff. And you can do it because you're not stupid. And if you change the rules, because out there, stupid is sexy and it's cool. This is why we have the Learning Channel right now with Honey fucking Boo Boo on it, okay? That's on the Learning Channel right now. This bothers me at a deep level. But if you make a place where it doesn't matter if you're black or white or straight or gay. Yesterday, we legalized gay marriage in the state of Michigan. Awesome. Why is this still a debate? Who cares? I don't care who you're screwing. I don't care who you're raping. It doesn't matter to me. You're not screwing me. Why do I care? If you build a place where all of that, all the crap doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how many letters you have after your name. It doesn't matter if you're a crusty old fart or a little kid, because both of you have something to teach everybody else in this room. He knows something that nobody else in this room does. I don't know what it is, but he does. Everybody has something to offer. And if you create a place with universal acceptance, where it doesn't matter, where it's all crap, what can you do? And if you take the other side of that, we're out there, you can't let the wee precious children play with the helicopter, he might hurt himself. Screw that, how many times you fall off your bike? I did. I got scars. Kids get scars, man. You go on with your day. And if you just accept that you're going to get hurt, you're going to bleed. You're going to pick up a wrench and you're going to hurt yourself. It's going to happen. Okay, what's next? If you don't take the rubber edge, or if you don't put nerve edges on the world, and if you accept that there's real danger in there, cool! Like high voltage explosions and giant robots, blow shit up! Because the kid that eats too many marbles isn't going to grow up and have kids that eat too many marbles. It's a self-limiting problem. So if you create that environment where you have to be responsible for your own actions, it's all the things you want to teach your kid. Decisions matter. Actions have consequences. You have to clean up when you're done. Things like that. Grandpa stuff, man, that they're not teaching on TV anymore. And if you instill that there's honor in work, that it's okay to not go to college, be an electrician, they make $70 an hour. I don't make $70 an hour, do you? It's a good job. If you instill that there's honor in skilled trades, and if you do all of this and you make a building, it turns out that there's people who want to come and be a part of it. You create universal acceptance. You treat people like they're smart, not like they're stupid.
actually trying to write the manual right now.
Yeah, it's right in the manual right now, so you can build a place like this. That's the idea.
Create tools to create lives.
Yeah, treat people like they're smart. Because I've never met you before in my life. But I believe if I give you the honest chance, if I say, can you handle working that skill saw? Sure. Okay. Do you understand the risk? If you screw up, you'll lose a finger? Yeah. Okay. Knock yourself out. I believe that if I put that faith in you to not be an idiot, that you won't be. Every now and then I'm going to get burned. It's worth it. But somebody has to make the jump. Somebody has to have the faith. Because out there, they treat everybody like they're stupid. So you get a room full of stupid people. Problem is they vote. That bothers me. So, that's kind of a roundabout answer. Does that make sense?
That's totally what I was looking for.
Cool. Next, Epic. What do you got? Somebody give me an interesting one. Oh, come on. I got to wait for the smart people. You got something to do. You can ask me absolutely anything. It's impossible to embarrass me, and it takes a lot of work to offend me, unless you're really good at it. I'm right there.
Or a lawyer.
We have one lawyer who like content. What do you do?
Who?
You.
Drive truck.
Kind of truck.
Somehow.
Day driver or RTO?
Day driver.
Yeah? What do you haul?
All kinds of stuff.
Cool. I spent a couple of years as a lumberer at Van Erdens when I was a kid. Working my way through college. A lumberer's an idiot who hangs out in a loading dock in the middle of the night and unloads produce for like 20, maybe if you're really lucky, $50 a load, but it's going to be rude days and you're not going to get back. It really sucks. It's a hard way to make a living, but if you ever need to make it past $20, just show up at Van Erdens on third shift. This guy came in, this is kind of cool. This is Cal. Cal came in the other day with an idea. And this is a place for that. This is what we do. Concept and creation. We're a place where the truck driver can come in with an idea for something that would make his world better, maybe the next big thing. And he can take that from something in his head to something in his hands. And he's doing it. That's really cool. So it's something all of you've seen all the time. You know the banners that hold signs on light posts, you see the vertical banners? Yeah, he invented a whole concept for how to hang those easily. Because when you see that as a dude with like a bucket truck and they're double parked and blocking traffic or something, he's got a whole thing where a guy can just walk up with a pole and change up hands. One guy with a pole can do it with a pickup truck. You can invent this stuff. The people who invented the cell phone are not gods. They're smart people. There's a ton of brains in this thing. But they're not gods. Any one of you could invent the next cell phone, could invent the next e-cig or helicopter or whatever the hell. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old you are. In fact, having a 7-year-old on your development board is actually a really, really cool thing. And every company should do this. Every company should have a 7-year-old on their board. Because you come in, somebody pitches an idea, and when the 7-year-old says, "You're an idiot," there you go. Think of this. Think of how many companies. They don't have big companies like British Petroleum companies. If they had a 7-year-old on the board, would be in way better shape than they are. Because the 7-year-old's going to see that, and he's not going to care. He's like, "You're an idiot. That's a stupid ass idea. Do it with Legos." Oh, absolutely. They fill libraries full of whole libraries full of shit I don't know. Right? What do you do?
Construction company.
Which one?
Masonry. I do finish work, masonry finish work.
You're a rock giant.
Yeah.
If you ever want to volunteer, let me know.
Okay.
Oh my God. Which construction company?
It's mine. It's called Sunseeker. I do finish on pools, actually.
Really?
I do interior pools, commercial, residential,
That's hard to do.
some construction.
That's not just like, masonry block walls. That's a pool. That's got to be smooth.
Yeah, we spray it, pump it, spray it, and
That's fantastic.
I was wondering where the pool is around here. There had to be a pool.
High voltage level.
Well, high
Where they're pressure washing, the room that's like Vietnam right now, it's like 70 degrees in there and with 300% humidity.
Okay.
Well, the pressure washing, we're trying to heat the room up. It was like 40 degrees in there today. We're going to be painting in there starting Monday.
Okay.
And they're pressure washing. But if you walk in there, it's really obvious that was the pool.
Right.
And when we peeled all the paint off the walls, we took off like 4 layers of paint.
Yeah.
We got down to the original layer, and it says 44 laps But that's the old pool. If you want to help out on that, I gotta take the old pool out.
Oh, do you?
Because they filled the pool with sand and then concrete on top.
Okay.
This happened before we got the building.
Yeah.
It's a stupid ass idea. If I take all that out, I got this giant room. I can put in a metal deck flooring on top of the pool. Then I've got a big storage area for my voltage cable.
Yeah.
It's just wasting space. It's just sitting there full of sand.
Yeah.
I got a room at the other end of the building full of sand.
Okay.
How good is that? So if anybody needs some sand for a sandbox, we got about, give or take, 18,000 gallons of sand. I also have about 500 metric tons of brick, if you need that. I can hook you up. Who's got a question? Somebody, what?
As far as I can tell, your mission matches exactly what the mission of the first program is.
Not even close, and I will beat you to death with a snow shovel if you ever compare my company to First Game. I have fundamental problems with First. I think First is, and the list of things that fit this category is terrifyingly long. Great idea, bad plan. First, the concept of First, the idea of First is awesome. Here's how we do robotics here. If you want to build a robot, there's a room. It's actually under this room right now.
We walked through it?
Full of robotics parts. I got pneumatics and hydraulics and servos and steppers and just all kinds of crunch. And if you want to come and build a robot, you can go in that room, use any parts you want, build anything you want, using any tool in the lab. And if at the end of the day, you're like, I built that, and you leave it right there, that's it. Doesn't cost you nothing. If you want to take it home with you, we break down the parts, okay, well that's that. And you pay surplus prices for the parts, because I probably got this stuff donated anyway. And to replace all the parts you use, I'm going to go to surplus places and buy those. So you don't have to pay $200 for that servo motor, because I'm going to get it from Grand Rapids Industrial Surplus for $15. You're going to pay $15 for the motor, because that's fair. That's don't be a dick, which is the first rule of the geek group. Don't be a dick. You'd be amazed how many things solve themselves if that's your first rule. Don't be a dick. It's that easy. Why'd you do that? Don't be a dick. Don't do that. Now here's how First does it. And you can, I'm really big on critical thinking and logic and reasoning, common sense and shit like that. Go on the First website if you don't believe me on this, but check it out. Do your own research. Here's how First works. You take a handful of companies. They're all cool companies, but they're for serious, big robotics companies. You can only use their stuff. They're not going to donate it. We're going to charge you for that. Bring a pile of money and all your friends, and you can play. Well, now you've just eliminated 90% of the people in the world because you've got a barrier to entry. You have to have a pile of money. Now, it costs money to run a business. We spend about $25,000 a month. If you and I just hang here and shoot the shit all day, and we build no projects, and we use no tools and no consumables, we just hang out here in a warm room that has lights and heat and insurance, I spent $25 grand that month. The problem with First is the amount of money they charge versus the freedom they give you is just, it's all wrong. It's all upside down. And if you win, if you go to the competition, you have to pay to do that. And if you win, you have to pay more. No! That's not how it works!
Okay. I see where you're coming from.
I have been on a formula racing team that spent less money than I've seen high schools spend on First. No shit! You go up to Grattan, 10 mile, go up to 10 mile, turn right, drive until the world ends, turn right again, you're there. Grattan Raceway. SCCA, Sports Car Club of America. You can drive formula cars. You can, anyone can. Okay, he's a little young, but once he can reach the pedals, he's there. Okay? You go to Skip, you get your fire suit, you're set. You can drive race cars. And people do this. You know what it costs to get like a Formula Atlantic, Formula Continental, something like that? It's about 15, 20 grand. You know what it costs if you win nationals in First? Bend over, grab your ankles, and hold on tight because daddy's coming. It's insane. And it's really, really limited. This is what you can do, and you can't do any of this. These are the parts you can use, and you can't use anybody else's. It's advertising. It's a huge, huge marketing thing. And for what it is, it's a really great idea. If you wanted to teach people how to build things using these products, because when they grow up and they become robotics engineers, you want them to buy more products. Screw that. Let's turn First on its head. Come here where it's only $40 a month. Bring all the friends you want. Bring 200 kids from your high school. Okay? Guess what they pay? $40 a month. That's it. You don't have to pay me 10 grand. It's $40 a month. parts in a year, I can get the parts for $300 surplus. That's what it costs. $300 in surplus. And that's only if you want to take it with you. If you want to leave it here, you can come here and get it next week. Come play with it. Nobody else is going to. That's the idea. I just need to make sure that there's parts for the next one. You can do this stuff ethically. You can do this stuff and not screw people out of money. Yes, you have to make a profit at the end of the day. But if I make a little tiny bit of money on the robotics side, and I make a little tiny bit of money on the wood shop, and the computer lab, and the recording studio, and the videos, and add it all together, we can pay the bills. Make a little bit from a whole lot of people. Don't screw high schools out of $30,000. So I hate first. And that's why. But
can you compare yourself and contrast yourself to the makerspace people on Wall Street and 131?
Sure, that's easy. And you should all do this. I totally encourage you. They're actually makers. They're over on Wall Street, and they're cute. You should go check them out. Full monthly membership there. Last time I looked was like $200 a month. There was a press article yesterday that said that. It's $200 a month. They have 5,000 square feet, 3,000 or 5,000 square feet. That's almost the size of our MDH. I hear they're getting a 3D printer real soon now. One of their guys is bringing a 3D printer. We have 7 3D printers. There's one of them right out there. It costs $34,000 and you can use it. I have half a dozen thingy machines for you guys to use. GR Makers is, if you want to hang out with him and build things out of popsicle sticks, it's the place to be. If you want to actually do real work and build real products and do real innovation, do real research, and have access to a $30,000 optics table and a laser lamp full of millions of dollars worth of lasers and real state-of-the-art modern-day CNC equipment that actually works and isn't like World War II Eastern surplus, we're the place to go. So there's the other makerspace, and they're not as big as we are, but they'll cost you more. So, it's up to you. But you should check it out. I totally encourage it. And by all means, if you go over there, say hi to Casey Boden, tell him I sent you. GR Makers is where we send people that are too stupid to hang out here. We really do. We get people to come in here and you can spot them. You want to go to GR Makers? They're great. Tell them I sent you.
Let's just say there's a healthy rivalry between the two groups.
Yeah. They started because I kicked a bunch of people out of here in the world idiots and caused a lot of problems, and they said, screw you, I'm gonna make that out. Knock yourself out. It took me 20 years, it cost me about $12 million. Let me know how that works out for you. But they're good people and they're good things. So I fully support them. I love competition. Tech Shop bothers me. Tech Shop makes me go like poop blood maker, but Tech Shop is first. Tech Shop is what happened. Tech Shop is a for-profit company. So is GR Makers, by the way. Keep that in mind if you ever make a donation over there. They're not a nonprofit. Tech Shop is a giant corporation that says if you give us, if your city will raise X millions of dollars, we will come to your town and build a makerspace where we charge people an insane amount of money. Check out their prices on their website. And each one of their spaces generates for the corporation about $750,000 a year. There's 2 different types of makerspaces, and it's really easy to tell who's who. There's the people that are the weirdo, dreamer, freak shows that want to change the world and want to help the makerspace and want to push out there and say, let's build stuff. And then there's the people that have looked at it as like, wow, that's a great way to make your shit pop from home. They're the for-profit guys. They're the places that want $200 a month. They're the places that they're really free when you walk into it. It's like walking into a Lamborghini dealership. It's like, oh my god, nerd porn! Oh, we can't have this stuff. We can't have this stuff because we don't make $1 million a year. My personal salary is $500 a month. That's what I make. Nobody who does this, nobody gets into education for the money. I want to change the world. This is how I can do it. I didn't build, I'm not Mr. Rogers, I'm not Carl Sagan. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm not that G-rated guy. I'm a rock star scientist. That's who I am. I swear. I don't give a shit. This is who I am. I'm not here to make everybody happy. I'm frequently here to put a boot in your ears. Because I want to build a place with ethics and honesty. I don't want to screw people out of money. I want to teach people that it's okay to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. I want to teach people that high voltage is not what you see on physics is actually a lot like the space program. It's not nearly as sexy as you think it is. What it is months of tedious boredom, punctuated with moments of absolute terror. That's what high voltage physics is. And it's great! It's better than sex! It's awesome! But it's really hard to do. It's like space. Space, turns out, it's really big. And it's hard. But people can do it. And you can do this. You can, and don't think you can't. You don't have to be NASA or launch rockets anymore. Any one of you, I swear to God, we can do this. Any one of you can launch a satellite into space within a week. And without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. It costs a couple bucks, but it's not nearly as much as you think. And there are people that do this. There are people that have taken like a GoPro camera or an iPod and hook it to a weather balloon and launch it to space! And you can do this. With $1,000, that's it, and less than $1,000, because you can do it here and I don't know, blah, blah. You can take and get photographs so high, and you can do this in 1 week. It is possible. We have the technology where you can shoot pictures from so high that you can see the curvature of the Earth. I got a quadcopter, it cost me $400. Okay, that's it. You can buy this off the shelf. Quadcopter. Charge the battery, hang a camera out, you got the cameras as stock items. You go to the backyard and you flip, you take this lever, you push it all the way up, and it goes. Oh, I'm never gonna see that again. That was my first thought, was wow, I just spent $400 in 30 seconds. That's gonna suck.
And that's pretty much what everyone standing around him was thinking as well.
And it just, whoa, and it climbs like a rocket. And you're thinking, well, the camera's on. And then you just inch the thing down, because if you go too far, it's going to pinwheel, and the blades will start spinning backwards, and it will fall out of the sky. The blades will be spinning so fast that the motors can't turn in the other direction, and you're screwed. But if you go about here, it's just going to hover where it is, way the hell there, until the battery goes in. And then first rule of aviation and spacecraft, takeoffs are optional, landings aren't. So you have to find a delicate spot in here on something that's 5,000 feet away that you can't see, and say, well, is it going up there? And you're doing this for like 5 minutes, and I'm an idiot, why did I do this? Oh man, it took me 2 months to save up for that. And it comes back, and then you have all this terror, you run inside, you put the car in the computer, and you get these amazing images. And it's not just, I can see my house from there, it's like, wow, that's like the edge of town. And the edge of town, from here, looking south, is way out there. And you can see that. And you can see the actual curvature, and you can do this. We couldn't do this in 1950. With NASA and hundreds of millions of dollars, could not do this in 1950. You can do this today, and that's what we come from. Because you don't have the answers. That's okay. I don't have most of the answers. But I know where to find it. And if I don't, we got 30,000 members. And they know somebody who knows how to figure out whatever the hell it is you want to do. And there's no limits. Well,
How do you make the transition from Grand Valley to an international organization?
One painful step at a time.
losing everything I owned 7 times, ending up homeless and living under the wealthy street overpass, getting run out of Kalamazoo on a rail, learning that you can fight like City Hall, and sometimes you can win, but it's going to hurt way more than it's worth. Learning that there's nothing more expensive than a cheap lawyer, except perhaps cheap tools. Learning, don't build a building in the middle of an aquifer because, wow, you've never seen a basement flood. We actually had a basement in Kalamazoo that flooded so bad the only way to get around the basement was with a canoe. The building was 3 city blocks long. Yes.
What was it?
It was the old Average Plant on 2nd Street in Kalamazoo. If you ever had the chance to go there, check it out. But it just, the only reason that we do this is because I'm too stupid to quit. I have a job where I get to wake up every day, and I get to fly helicopters at work. I get to play with giant robots and lasers and high voltage. I get to blow shit up in front of people. And this is my job. If you just took him, how old is he? Probably 6. Huh? 6. Okay, you're 6. If you took him and gave him a Home Depot store and just said, you can play with that shit. Knock yourself out. We're going to put cameras in you while you do it. That's my job. They pay me to do this. This is great. I would pay a lot. I'll bet all the money in my pocket, against all the money in any one of his pockets, that he's got shit to teach me and everyone here. He knows stuff. Everyone he does. I want to find that, and I want to help you teach it to as many people as we can get to pay attention. And I don't care what it is. Because Brian does not understand the first thing about how to navigate your way through a 21-speed gearbox. He doesn't know about the little lever on the side of the shift knob that actually takes that from like there's 6 speeds, and then there's another 6, and then there's another 6. And he doesn't understand the fanatically complex engineering that is involved in figuring out how to fit 21 speeds into a gearbox. The engineering on that is amazing. The mathematics is beautiful. And this was invented by people who didn't have computers. They did it with slide rules. And it's art. We could take a day. We could just drop a gearbox out of his truck. Spend a whole day on just that part. And it's amazing. And it's a beautiful story of art and engineering and science and math and physics. This stuff exists and it's everywhere. And I want to share that with you. So, thanks for coming and seeing her right here. Thank you. The website is geekgroup.org. You should all go there. You should all sign up because every single one of you just sat here and listened to me rant about the insanity freak show that is this place. And every single one of you has something to offer. It's cheaper than cable. It's $40 a month. That's it. Show up, volunteer, get involved. I want you. I don't know why, but you're cool. Everyone who has something to do, come give her. You guys have fun. Thank you. Thank you.
We're in here doing it. Deep cleaning.
Deep cleaning.
The only way to go.
Can I try that? It just looks like fun. Where'd she go? She wandered off. How wet is your hand?
Dry.
Dry? All right, here. I gotta try this.
It's really ground in there.
Yeah, I mean, because we're getting, that comes right off.
Oh yeah.
But there's that layer of just run. It's a hell of a lot better than it was.
Those years of dirty kids being in here in the pool.
nose off. That's not gonna happen.
Nope.
We're gonna sand it down and paint it then. This is fun as hell. I never get to play with this. I spend all day running around, talking and shit. This is awesome. You guys have been amazing in production.
Right. Because we're not spraying on the wall. The water's getting on the floor. So it's taking longer. Vacuum can't keep up.
You need another person in the vacuum? You need another person in the vacuum? Would that help?
I mean, I usually take a top down and break it squeegee.
That works out better for both of you, though. That's helpful. Cool. Keep rocking. So that's the sound of progress. I'm loving it.
What are you doing?
I'm just seeing what the hell you're doing. What you doing?
Trying to put a board up here.
Am I in your way?
No.
Am I aggravating you?
No, I just surprised. I thought you were trying to hold on to it there for a second. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, those tape counts aren't long enough. We're going to have to get some longer ones. Okay. So what are you doing, Mr. Boden?
Just seeing how you guys are doing on the floor drain project.
Well, just trying to support this. If we get this supported up, then we'll get it poured today.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
So there's one of another way. I can either support it from down here or support it from up there.
Oh, down here is way better.
Yeah, I think so. But I got to get some longer drills, or longer screws. Ones I got are not long enough.
So who's helping you?
Come around the corner.
Hi.
I'm Michaela.
That's your helper?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're screwed. Where's Batman?
He's on the computer. He's buying stuff.
Oh, he's working on the thing?
Yeah, he found the drain for the other one.
How much?
I don't know. He didn't say.
He's in his office?
I think so.
All right, I'm gonna go check with him.
Okay.
Let's see how the floor drain's going. Trying to get the drains in so we get the cafe going. So we got high voltage happening. We got the cafe happening. Got all kinds of cool shit. Rocco's working on Blue Terry. What?
Actually working on your high stream camera for high voltage Monday.
Yay!
Camera's not going until Monday morning with the humidity and everything else, and it's kind of scary.
I can live with that. Could go in tomorrow. That'd be all right.
If I can swing by.
All right. Batman's not in his office, you dick. Batman's a dick, and nobody likes him. Oh, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you up there? You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know why you were up there. I know why you were up there, because you climbed your ass up there.
I didn't
Yeah.
know what to do,
no,
so I
okay,
climbed.
okay. Man, you know what happens if you do that? You end up spending thousands of dollars on climbing equipment and booking trips to Yosemite, and it's a whole thing. Don't let kids start climbing. You end up as a rock climber, or making a really good living working on radio towers and stuff like that. It's terrible. Terrible. I'm feeding you to Moose. Moose,
What?
give her something to do. She's climbing shit.
Okay.
I'm finding shit, climbing shit. I know her mom.
KB3PXR?
Yes.
Just bought a day.
Okay.
Pressure washer.
Oh, he donated $100 in the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That's awesome. Would you, if you donate $200, you could buy this little girl. I will sell her into slavery in Dubai. It's just like here, only summer, all the time.
She's my favorite.
Yeah, well, your favorite was like 10 feet in the air up the blue staircase, and she didn't know how she got there, so she's probably doing the drugs. Because I asked her, like, why are you up there? I don't know. I think she's high. Or maybe has a couple extra chromosomes, like a potato or something.
To be fair, she was hanging with Rocco's kids.
Oh.
Rubbed off.
That explains a lot.
Did you see her earrings? They're really cool.
Show me your earrings. Okay, that is kind of cool. What is it? There's a cloud with googly eyes? Okay, we're sharing that with the internet. You're a bad girl and nobody likes you.
I like her.
Yay!
I like it too.
Yeah, that's your friends. How screwed are you? I hear you got a floor drain thing. Did you
I
find it?
have it ordered. I can't find it locally, but we found it on Amazon.
Ordered it?
She's in the process.
Okay, what's it cost?
$76.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, God, get it done. All right.
What's cool too is I found the dimensions online so he can cut the hole today for it.
Excellent. So where are we at on paint sprayer for days? We have Monday and Tuesday, and they're working on Wednesday.
We have like half of Wednesday.
We have half of Wednesday. Okay, then cool.
They're working
All right, we'll be back. For sale, cheap. You could buy her. We'll ship. Hey, Doogie. You look cozy.
It's quite
in
nice.
there.
I can take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
Tightening the banjo bolt for the high pressure line.
I'm just looking where your arm's going, and you're fisting that. You're all the way in there.
If you come to about here and then turn up, I think you could see.
I'm getting the shot.
You're here.
There you go. No, don't touch that with your slimy fingers. All right, show them what you're doing.
All right, so let's see if I can. This figure's up here. Right there.
Okay.
Is the banjo bolt, which points up, which you can't get to from the top because there's an engine there.
Yeah.
And so I had to thread this in upside down with crush washers on each end.
Oh God.
And I did get it, so now I'm gonna snug that up, and then after I snug that up, I can put this hose back on with a pair of pliers, and then I can put the belt on, and then I can fill it with fluid and probably watch it leak, and I have to go do this all over again.
I noticed there's like parts of wrench sticking out of the engine at this point, and you're like, here, I gotta back up so people can appreciate the full gravity of your situation at the moment. That's where Doogie is right now.
It's quite cozy. You know, the car holds your arms up and you could just fall asleep. You're like, damn, it took you a long time. Yeah, it was hard.
This is cool. Well, Josh will be happy.
Yeah.
And his wife will be happy.
His wife will be happy.
And she'll quit yelling at him. Which is probably a good thing.
That was the primary motivation for him wanting me to get this done sooner rather than later. So he didn't get yelled at by his wife. Which is understandable. If I bought this car, I would regret that decision and probably want to yell at the person who's supposed to fix it. They didn't even put undercoating under this. It's just gonna rust. You're just off in space right now.
No, I'm messing with my e-cig, trying to figure out how to get this thing to work. Trying to increase my power levels because I went from 1.8 to 2 ohms on my Addy and it's messing with me. Also, I was thinking about how your hair looks kind of like a hedgehog.
So how am I supposed to tighten that if I can't even turn the wrench?
You having issues in?
Well, the reason why is because I took this piece off the other pump before taking it out, which allowed me to get a wrench over here. So if I put a wrench on the top of the banjo bolt, that's where the banjo bolt is, and I can't get the wrench on because the inlet's pointing that way. And I guess I could go over here some more, maybe. There we go. But I run out of travel because the side of the wrench hits the line.
You're having issues.
Oh man.
This is like what you do. This is what you do. This is your thing all day, every day. Is fighting bullshit car bolts that don't line up for, because when that was put on there, it was done on the outside of the engine when it was on an assembly line, nowhere near the car. It probably wasn't even done in the same state that the car was.
No.
So, yeah.
This just goes to show how much engineering departments really coordinate with each other. When
They totally do.
Car.
You should look this up, like have somebody look this up for you in like All Data or something and find out what they would normally charge to do this, because they'd have to take half the engine apart.
I have it in All Data.
Yeah?
It's supposed to only take 2 hours.
You've been at this all day.
I know.
Okay. What'd you do?
Just put this back together.
Is it ever going to run again?
Yeah, hopefully.
Do they?
Yeah.
You believe that? Yeah. All right. Well, it's good to have dreams. I don't know. I saw the other one come. Oh, I saw the other one come completely apart, and they were making gaskets and stuff, and it all went back together. So, I got hope. But I'm looking at you sitting here with this roll of gasket material, and cutting shapes out.
Yeah, that one wasn't very good.
I'm getting nervous.
I bought a head gasket. So.
Okay, you bought a real head gasket.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're smarter than the other team. Okay, then there's hope. What's this down here? Is this like a two-stroke or something? Is that a vent or some shit? No, it goes right through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Cool.
Lawnmower engine.
Hey, what the hell do I know about lawnmower engines?
Everything. Because
I know absolutely fuck all about lawnmower engines. But I know that's Casey, and if you follow him, there's usually hell, you know, behind him, so. What you got going on? Huh?
Oh,
I was just seeing what kind of hell you're raising.
I just finished it.
Are you done? Can I see the finished part? Did it work?
Everything that we're doing on this operation works just fine. And holes so you can see the juice in the tank when you got a glass tank on, and then hopefully pull.
I'm gonna put this here so it'll focus. So you're gonna machine the numbers off it?
Your camera's ADD.
My camera's got some issues, but there's it's still got the grade stamping on it.
Yeah, it's gonna get machined down.
Okay.
So that's why I left that little.
So what's the other holes for? Or are these just holes for fluid level?
Yeah, so you can check the fluid level.
Okay.
When you have a glass tank on, and then the little hole is a
God,
air
that's
hole.
a thin wall.
Yep.
Like, it's thick for what it is, but it's really thin to have to machine that. Oh, wow. That's a job. Cool. It's kind of funny that when that started out, it was a solid bar.
Yes.
Why don't you just buy tubing that size?
Well, it's not a tube.
Only parts of it are.
Right.
Okay. Oh, shit! I got an idea. I got to talk to Kidwell. I just had an idea.
Okay.
It might have been a mini stroke, but I'm going to go find Kidwell and talk to him. Hey, Paul.
Yes.
You hanging out long enough to do dinner?
What's that?
Are you hanging out long enough to do dinner?
Talk to Christina. She wants a slightly early departure. I want her driving in the dark because she needs hours for the dark.
Okay.
So,
I just didn't know if you wanted to do dinner tonight, because if you did, I
dinner,
could.
but grilling isn't really an option. Well,
If it ain't grilling, there ain't no point in having you for dinner. It's what you do.
there is that.
It's what you do.
That goes up there like that.
Hey, did you take it public yet?
Take what public?
Sent you a message.
Didn't see it. Haven't been in my office.
I spotted another mistake.
Oh, okay. You gonna fix it?
It's
Tweak
already
it?
been
All right.
removed.
Hi, how you doing? Okay. That's properly positioned. That goes there.
Yay! Okay. We get to cut shit now?
That guy goes right there. There's a big connector.
Hey, Paul.
Yes.
This is just a simple 3-axis, like 2.5 axis.
2.5
really.
axis.
All right.
Yeah, this is
Why
either-
are we still running this on antique stuff and not like?
Because the software to run this runs on Windows 98.
Okay, virtual machine in a real box.
You want to set that up for me? That sounds like a
There's got to be
one-time
better
deal.
software for this.
Yes, there is. It comes from Quick Circuit. That's the guys that made this. Why don't you give them a call, see if you can.
They still in business?
They are still in business. I sent you the information for this place.
Send it to me again.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do that. We had this discussion.
We had this discussion like 5 years ago. Now it's up, it's running, we're doing shit. I'll call them, I'll make it happen.
All right, 5 months more or less.
They want to be sponsors, they just don't know it yet.
Okay, we're plugged in both places?
I just gotta get the power to the bucket back.
Okay. Actually, no. The power to the bucket back comes out of the back of this.
All right.
There's a dangly power cord.
Get back in there and let Paul show you his dangly bits.
You see it? Yep. Okay. The vacuum is under control of the box.
Sweet.
Okay, we're all set.
Yeah.
Cut something.
Turn the power on that large box down front.
On the front.
Yes. Okay, you're not supposed to be going that way.
It's moving.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
Paul?
It's moving.
It's moving. In
And
2
the
axes at once.
Hit the one. Okay, just hit the end stop.
Am I okay to turn the switch on the bucket back on?
Yes, turn the switch on the bucket back on. It should. If it comes on, I can shut it off in a moment.
No, it's good.
ISO Pro. Mill. Reinitialize. Reinitialize. Yes, I want to initialize the machine.
Power up restart.
Now, the grease on the ball screws may need to be redone a little bit.
Should it be grease or 3-in-1 oil?
It should be lithium grease.
Okay.
I got some. At least I had some. It's not moving. That's the problem we were having.
So you didn't fix it? It's
No,
still broke?
I fixed the
It's still
electrical
broke?
problem.
Obviously not. It's doing things it's not supposed to do.
All right, let me go see if I can...
Is there an E-stop to hit before it burns up that motor or rips a
yeah,
belt?
there's an E-stop. Yeah, right on the front of the box. See the red button? It's already done.
Oh, now we're going back the other way.
Yeah, that's Y. Side to side is Y.
Oh no, it's moving in X2.
I know, but it's not, when it's going to the high rate, it's not...
That's the high rate?
No, yeah, the high rate is rather slow. Quick Connect, 100 grams DP Connect. This is the, yeah, that was the through the board. Lead screw with lithium grease. There's the grease for the lead screws. All right, I'm going to need a whole bunch of paper towels.
He also wants a pair of nitro gloves. He just doesn't know it yet.
Well, I don't have any.
Editor! Monday! Yes! What? Hey, how about that shit? What are you going to use to form a seal around the lip?
The pipe.
Huh?
That's the
No,
same size.
I got the whole part, but like up on the flat surface, there's...
We'll take a little bit of something and put it on the edge.
All right.
You know, it's you're not going to really notice it. So.
Okay, I trust you.
It'll be a little rough on this side, but
okay, that's fine. This is
Main
Rocco's
thing
room,
is
so it can be a little rough down
it's
here.
functional.
Hey, improvise, adapt, and
And
overcome.
if we need to, we'll put a little mortar on there when we get back and make it look pretty.
All right. I'm excited.
Main thing is getting this an hour from now pouring this shit.
Wow, that's going to be cool. I tingle with anticipation. All right, so it's 17:02 hours, and Patrick's in here. He's the lawyer.
Not yet.
And you're writing stuff. You're helping out. There's a team effort on writing the new waiver.
I'm getting the first draft done of the new waiver that we hope to use at the labs. It will then go to you and Moose and the rest of the staff if it covers their department. It will then get verified by an actual attorney, unless I get my law license first. We'll see what happens first.
Okay.
But
That's happening real soon now.
it might be another month or two. I'm still
I don't know how long until you can take the bar for the second time.
not till June.
So it could be a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He probably didn't pass.
Yeah. Okay. So otherwise,
it's all right, man. A lot of people take it like 7-8 times. You know.
It worked for my cousin Vinny.
Here, hold this. I'll read the thing for you. Is this the one I'm supposed to read?
This is the newest version of some of the things we're trying to warn people about.
Many of the tools, resources, equipment, or inventory available for use or stored at the Geek Group can cause death, dismemberment, disembowelment, permanent disfigurement, and/or decapitation. Other injuries may also include, but are not limited to, blindness, deafness, irradiation, cancer, forced amputation, loud noises, splinters, paper cuts, slow and painful death, quick and painful death, full or partial lobotomy, loss of bodily functions, craniorectal inversion, suffocation, sleep loss, electrocution, exposure to elements, exposure to toxic substances or chemicals, mutations, birth defects, sharp edges, extreme hot or cold, exposure to asbestos, exposure to electromagnetic radiation, smoke inhalation, burns, fire, being skinned alive, loss or theft, drowning, paint fumes, mauling by furry animals, mauling by furry people, malnutrition, cannibalism, food poisoning, allergic reactions, being impaled, pointy things, that's pretty much the same thing, death by robot, zombie apocalypse, bludgeoning, that's one you don't see too often, lasers, ladders, slippery floors, falling objects being crushed by heavy objects, shrapnel, explosions, explosive diarrhea, name-calling, humiliation, strobe lights, motion sickness, irreverent humor, or any one of a million other very bad things that could happen to you, your things, or others. Fuck yeah! That's
hard not to laugh.
That's the waiver we've needed for a long time, right? Right there. We're getting good at this.
So that's the first draft. We'll see how it changes as we progress, because we want to add more, but at the same time we can't take 10 pages to warn everything that could happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's excellent. You rock, sir. Thank you.
I had a little too much fun with that.
Here,
I've already had some.
cookies. I don't know if my batteries are wearing out or if my motors are wearing out. Something's a lot weaker than when I started. Fell down, go boom.
It's not happy.
When you tuck your blade into a hole you've blown in the canopy, you're having problems. in here. I just don't have enough skill to fly circuits in here. I need it to be a month in the future. Just like in here, I can practice takeoffs and landings and hovering. I figured practicing simple takeoffs and landings is probably a good thing before I get the SR out again. Every time I put that thing in there, it costs me $50. I just practice landing. I'm not really sure what just happened there, but it didn't end well. Something's wrong because I'm at max throttle and max pitch, and that's not moving like it should. And that's why. Okay. Let's oh, I bet that makes the whole world a better place. Let's see if she's got a little collective now. Oh, hey, look. We've got collective again. Oh, that's way, way better. It's also a lot touchier. But I've got lift. The lift is good, because otherwise, you fall out of the sky. That's way more better. Come on, what's up? Alright, let's settle down. We'll lay it on the pad. On the pad. Hey, I wonder. Alright. Oh shit. Battery. It's okay, I got more of those. Dead battery battle. Okay, simple goal. Take off from here. Land on this pad. Here. Land on this pad. Here. And back to the thing. That's a goal. Take off, land, land, land. That's my whole goal. Alright, dude, wow, snappy with it. I really suck at it. Altitude, away from things. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. That's my stat or something laughing.
What does the orange battery symbol mean?
Huh?
I've had an orange battery symbol for like 5 minutes.
That means the battery's going dead.
Okay, got it. Okay. Is this my close-up? I don't like that one. Like I just blew the speaker out of the camera.
Dude, after Thumper and Gemini and Stomper, you wonder why I gotta get a new camera every year.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, well I think we're good to go there, bud.
Cool. Let's put it in. So you put the thing in?
Yeah.
Like what's next?
Probably gonna have to chip away around the edges here to sit it.
Oh,
flat.
okay. He's on his way up?
Yeah, he's on his way up. We got concrete we gotta mix. You got a coffee can around somewhere?
I'm sure, yes, Batman, he can hook you up.
We'll find some.
Apparently there is a group of people in the world that think that cars still use standard bolts.
What does it say on it? Metric or something?
Yeah, it says metric.
Oh, that's funny.
In case you didn't catch the memo 20 years ago.
So where you at?
Well, the power steering system is bled. New pump's obviously installed. So I'm putting the wheel back on and we'll go for a little test drive. Got to burn off some of the automatic transmission fluid that's hanging out on the exhaust. Do that and should be good to go after that.
Excellent.
You like my system there?
Oh, it looks legit.
You gotta like line it up reasonably.
Fuck it.
Oh, it's half falling off. That's good. Cool. See how much fluid we got. Needs a little more.
Yeah, you're a little low.
Oops.
God, you suck at this.
Yeah. Play for the Pistons.
Dump any more of that in there, it's going to get all the way down to the Pistons. So what'd you put in there?
Mercon 5 automatic transmission fluid.
That's what you use for power steering?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's, steering is a hydraulic system.
Okay.
Just like a transmission. So some automotive manufacturers actually use that instead of power steering fluid. Others actually have a special fluid and you can't use anything else.
But for this one, that's what it wants.
Yeah, for this one it's a Ford Mercon 5 compatible automatic transmission fluid. Cool.
That was totally not less than.
Start it up.
You want to put it on the ground before you start it?
Yeah, but I don't want to run over my
Yay! Huh? Oh, okay.
To bleed the air out of the power steering system, you go lock to lock. Don't hold it at the lock. Just bump it off the end and go back the other way.
What?
It looks like the car's doing a little boogie from this angle.
Looks great. You're just a touch under minimum.
Touch under?
Just a touch. That looked like min.
Oh no, I'm.
Oh, you're up at max. Yeah, you're fine.
Cool.
I was looking at it through the camera thing, so could be a little off there.
We'll go for a drive.
Have fun. What's going on, Paul?
Well, I have just finished the pass with the 11,000ths of an inch stub end mill.
Okay.
And if you see, you can, it goes between the traces. The next pass is with a 31 thou stub end mill, and this will isolate all the traces. We do a pass for that. Then we're going to do a rub out where all the extra copper that's just not going to be connected to anything will get removed from the board. Then we cut an outline and it's done.
Cool.
So, where'd you go? Mill, run layer, 31,000th isolation, and I've already changed the tool out and set the depth. So we're going 24 inches per minute at 24,000 RPM for your feed and speed.
Do it.
And away we go. This gets loud.
Cool.
It actually draws the traces here as it cuts them. You were right there, right?
Yeah. Editor's gonna love this. I don't know. Is this one of the clock boards?
This is for loose, for
oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Stop talking. I don't want to give it away. Okay. Yeah. To come and make their own circuit boards.
Right.
So we can do fab in-house.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's what we're doing right now.
That's beautiful. Another lab comes online. Oh, you. I need you.
42.
We'll be back.
Pepper, go back in.
Pepper.
All right, so what do we got going on here?
So this was the engine that I ported and modified and lapped the valves in.
Is this? Did this come on the mini bike, or is this one of ours?
This came on his go-kart.
Okay.
And he wanted to freshen it up a little bit. And so while freshening it up, I discovered that I could remove a little bit of material in the appropriate places and kind of get another horsepower out.
Fire it up.
You like the
God.
exhaust?
That was my input.
It doesn't have any gas in it?
No, it does. This is just a good way to start it.
Oh, okay.
Gives a good primer.
Oh, that's great. It's quality.
There's that much compression.
Monkey fucking a football.
I think he's out of started.
This is
About
so.
a propellant in the can.
This is so ghetto. I don't even know where to start. I love the sound. It's like chitty chitty bang bang. It's
Choke open.
like a monkey fucking a football.
He started fine for his blog. But the real blog, it's all shiny.
That's because now he's burned a hole in the top of the fucking piston running it on straight ether. He's out of propellant in the can because he's been huffing this shit trying to get the thing started. High as giraffe pussy. I love the sound.
Are you sure it still has gas in it from the
Oh yeah.
See, I know how to make it start instantly, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. All I got to do is stop recording and it'll just fire right up. Half a pull. I like your choke system there. Oh, there you go.
Damn it.
Hey, Doogie. Needs more gas.
Huh?
Needed more gas there. You gotta take choke off.
Suddenly it's very warm out here.
For you.
There we go.
One more and it's flooded. Oh yeah, there you go. That's not flooded at all now. Oh god, this is gonna be like my greatest hit. Jesus Christ. That's a bad sound. Alright, the neighbors love you. I'm sure the neighbors fucking love you right now.
Not after 9.
That's awesome. That is the very definition of cantankerous.
I like the backfire. It sounds so cute and adorable when someone throttle like that.
Alright, kill it. Yeah, put that in a lawnmower. Fuck yeah. Open the door. That's funny as hell. Bring that inside and that's gonna end up in some Vato's car. This is the west side, man. That thing's gone. So what's it going into? Mini bike or go-kart?
Go-kart.
Oh god, where's your go-kart?
It's in his truck at his house.
Oh, I want to see this when it's done.
I can bring it back.
That's gonna be fun as hell. You're gonna die. You know this, right? You're dead before you're 17. It's just dead.
Sounds a little
it's better than a
beefier
post jet. I was looking at that.
Sounds a little.
What are you up to?
Just joined.
Yeah? New member? Yeah. Welcome to the Geek Crew. So what do you want to do?
I'd like to do some CNC, some metalwork, and carpentry.
Okay. Well, you want to talk to the girl who just left, actually. It's the end of the day for most people here.
All
right. But if you want to start with the basics and talk to that gentleman over there, that's Mike, and he's forgotten more about CNC than you and I will ever know. He's a smart guy. He knows his shit. But he'll hook you up with a computer and you get your login, and you can start learning the basics of Mastercam and Autodesk and all that. And there's a lot to it, but it's worth it.
Cool.
Cool. Mike, fresh meat.